clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their life, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, love it. And by the way, I wanted to differentiate.
Wow, that is so disrespectful and so disappointing to hear her say. I know that when I was younger, when I was like in my early 20s and I was in college, I used to be a liberal. I used to watch The View and I used to agree with some of the stuff that they said. But listening to, I believe her name's Anna Navarro, she is so disrespectful. You're not only disrespecting the men of the military, the police, the firefighters, you're also disrespecting your very own father. Your father, your uncles, your brothers, your sons, whoever is a male in your life, you're disrespecting them by saying, "Oh, because men are useless." Because their men are useless. Like it is ridiculous that you're even able to say that. And from what I understand, your husband is a multi-millionaire lawyer. Like what is your beef with men here? Like the way she said it too, because men are useless. It was with such disdain and anger. Like it's crazy how this show hasn't even been canceled yet. Let's continue.
I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of something like Steve, I think Steve is.
If you like gay men so much, to go be with a gay man. That's the problem, man. You want to sit up here and down men so much and you want to up gay men so much. And I have no problem with people who are gay. I have friends that are gay. But you're going to sit up here and down men who make the society that's around you run, literally makes the society around you run. Like, that's crazy to me. If you have such disdain for men, then go be with straight men, then go be with a gay man. That's the truth. And I don't even think your husband would even care at this point. And I really would like to know what kind of relationship they even have to begin with. See, women like this are the problem. They sit up there on their high horse on these talk shows and say basically whatever they want to say and with no consequence. Let this would have been reversed. Let this would have been an all-male show. And they would have said, oh, we don't need women. Women would literally be up in arms. Up in arms. I believe this show was recorded about a month ago. And it's the fact that it is... I don't know. Let's continue, man. I'm sorry.
Keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of something like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like my husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth.
I'm sorry. I gotta pause again. That's so crazy, man. You can sit up there and talk about a man you've been with, I believe, for over 20 years. I would leave. I'm sorry. I can almost, man. Listen, man. I don't even know what to say about this. I would be, the second she got in the door, if I heard about this, I would be all over her. I would be like, man, what the fuck is your problem? Like, why would you be talking about me like this? Like, you making me out to be some goofball dude. Like you completely like talk down on me. If I talk down on you like that, how would you feel? How would you feel? It's crazy. I think that with this particular woman, she probably used to be a whole lot more beautiful when she was younger. And the fact that she's getting older, you can kind of see, like, even though they try to, put on the airbrush and all that stuff, you can still see her neck. Her neck is a little wrinkled. She's not as good looking as she once was. And I bet you, I haven't seen her husband yet, but I bet you he's probably some handsome guy who's aged like wine while she's aged like bread. That's probably what's happened here. He's aged like wine and you've aged like bread, and you sit up there and you've watched it and you sit up on your high horse. He probably doesn't even have sex with you anymore. He probably doesn't even have sex with you anymore. That's how, that's probably how bad your relationship has gotten. Listen, let's continue, man.
Living in his own filth. He can,
Yeah.
How about you guys? No. But you guys feel you guys are married to people that are more.
I have Handy Manny at home. He fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. The be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he
Still
throws
no.
out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So
he
my-
does at
But
my
wait a second.
And shout out to Sunny, man, for upping her husband. Like I saw this interview several times, and I sat up there and I watched almost every girl up there basically dog her husband, with the exception of the woman that was sitting next to her. I don't know her name. But shout out to Sunny, man, for standing up, for standing on business about her husband, man. At least one of them got to. Let's go.
enjoy all the man stuff.
So
he
my-
does at
But
my
wait a second. Listen, I know what you're going to say, but wait. She's really talking about a servant. Let's face it.
No.
It's a handyman
well,
she's
it's-
talking
no,
about.
it's a handy manny.
Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have.
Well, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that. What about the inner life?
Yeah, you can pay another man to do that. Okay? What are we talking about here? We're talking about, do we need men, right? It doesn't matter whether or not if it's your husband or not. You call somebody 9 times out of 10, especially if it's somebody that's, works on houses or plumbing or an exterminator, they're gonna be a man. It's not gonna be a woman that's gonna show up here. Let's be real here, Joy. Come on, man. Knock it off.
The inner life of a man. That's what this is.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week, and for you. The rest of the time, I need a wife. Because I've always said
Everyone
that.
needs a wife.
No, I tease Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like,
And I'm assuming your husband's probably okay with that. If you're sitting up here saying that he would basically be cool with you having a wife, that way you can stop talking his ear off all the time, you seem like you're an annoying person. He would agree with you. He probably only wants you for sex too. Like, come on, man. Y'all overestimating y'all value here. Y'all are middle-aged women. Like, knock it off.
Everyone needs a wife.
no, I tease Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as a household runners. Like we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things, and Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son, he said, Mama, I want a spare mom. And I didn't know what he meant. And he's like, he said, Genevieve has a spare mom. And I realized the parents were
that, a
divorced.
nanny?
No, divorced. An extra mom, like 2 moms.
Oh.
And so I asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? And no, just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, dad, and you could, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom.
I took this totally differently.
And why are you waving your finger around as if that's some kind of win? He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom. Like, take it easy, man. Take it easy, man. Jesus, man. You just had to point that out. And then what baffles me about it is that I know I've been on these talk shows before, like, I've been a part of the audience, and they tell you when to clap and when to laugh and when to go boo and all that stuff. But come on, man. Y'all are moving like sheep out there, bro. Just knock it off. Stop it.
By the way, yes, for a spare mom.
I took this totally differently in how I prepped
Yeah.
because, broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like, I think in the political moment, the people who are
Guys, don't hold
saying
back.
what needs to be said in my party.
Again, with the open misandry, men are largely useless. The men have built the studio platform that you're currently sitting on. What are you guys even talking about, man? Like, how is this even allowed, like, to even be said? How do the security guards that are there guarding the show, how do they feel when they're hearing these 5 women sit up there and bash men? How are they feeling right now? I would have walked off the job, depending on how much I was getting paid. But I would have walked. I would have been like, man, what is this, man? We're gonna sit up here and allow these women who we're protecting, who's under our protection, to talk crazy about us? You serious? If something broke out right now, y'all gonna look to the security guards or the guys that are around you to protect you. Knock it off, man.
Saying we like our husbands, we just don't need men beyond.
You're married 20 years and you see every place.
Well, the
every
reason
day.
that women, I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
Do you see how much disdain she has? But man, listen. I'm a multi-million-dollar lawyer, and this is my wife. And I heard her just say that. We'll see how it plays. We can see how replaceable they are after 20 years. Are you openly saying that you're having an affair? Like, what is this? How is this? And then for the other girl to sit up there and say, oh, besides my husband, every other guy is useless. You're a conservative. You're in the conservative party. You know how much we need men. But yet, like, that's what I say, like, feminism has largely taken over almost every institution. Even the conservative women are starting to fall under that. I swear to God they are. They'll sit up there and act like they're conservative. I'm this, I'm that, and I don't believe in democratic laws, and the feminism is a lie and all this. But they'll largely fall under some of those same umbrellas. They'll largely start to agree with a lot of those feminists that they're so vehemently say that they disagree with so vehemently. This is finished.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's the thing. We like our husbands. We just don't need men beyond.
You're married 20 years and you see replace
The
everything.
reason that I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have to
I thought you were going to say
them.
initiate.
Oh, I don't-
I just told you guys, I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love that.
And they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible.
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think
Yeah.
there have been.
And I'm sorry, but a lot of the time being collaborative with other women tends to hurt you. Other women give terrible relationship advice. And you don't go to, I'm telling you right now, like other women give, especially single women. If you're in a relationship, I do not urge you. Listen, I'm not trying to be, controlling, but my girl is not going to be friends with some girl that's single, that's always out, that's basically acting like a 304 all the time. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that none of these girls are, but if she's sitting up here saying that she has these girlfriends that have been friends for 50-something years and they've all going through divorces with each other and all this crap, I'm sure that they've probably given each other horrible advice. That's what divorced women do. They give horrible advice to other women that are thinking about getting divorced. Let's remember that misery loves company, man. Misery loves company. And if you're sitting up here bringing on girls, or you have females there that you know of that have been friends for 50 years, that have gone through divorces and all this stuff, chances are you probably won't follow far behind them. You probably won't fall far behind them. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree when it comes to female friends and all that stuff. Females are very influential on each other. They're extremely influential on each other. They will get you to leave your man. They will get you to think irrationally. They will get you to do stupid stuff just so you can be lonely and miserable with them. They'll do that. Let's continue.
And they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible.
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think
Yeah.
there have been statistics that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because women
Again, I think we have to make a
because
difference,
women,
differentiate gay men.
No, gay men are
in their own category.
yeah, but we're
Women
not
are
married to gay
independent.
men, okay?
Oh,
And that's probably one of the smartest things she said all show. We are not married to gay men. She holds gay men in so high regard. Just go be with one, man. Go be with one. See if one actually wants to be with you. He's probably gonna cheat on you with another man. You're big up in these gay guys, and like I said, I have no problem with gay people. You know what I mean, I don't. Like I said, I have gay friends and everything, but come on, man. You're married to a straight man. You're married to a straight man up here, putting gay men over him. And what was this whole thing earlier in the show about you saying, oh, they nobody gets you to stop hurting yourself like gay men do? You need to be in a hospital if you think about hurting yourself. Like what? Let's continue, man. Let's finish this up.
We're married to gay men, okay?
oh.
But women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing, yeah.
cars, all that
I
stuff.
don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his friends.
Maybe he's gay. Next.
Man, if I was her, I would have checked her ass right there. I'm sorry. On national TV, you gonna disrespect my man like that on national TV? Maybe he's gay. Maybe he's gay. If I was her husband, man, it's crazy, man. If I was her husband, I'd have been like, why you ain't check her right then and there? You gonna let her disrespect me like that on national TV? And you gonna sit up there and just shrug your shoulders and stick your lip out? Come on, man. That was a low blow. Knock it off, bro. For real, this is just ridiculous.
Women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing, yeah.
cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his.
Maybe he's
friends.
gay. Next.
All right, guys, that's the end of that video, man. I just wanted to go ahead and touch on a few more things afterwards. This show has become largely misandric. There's no other way around it. It used to be a good show. Like I said, when I was in college and I was a young liberal, and I thought that everything was supposed to be equal, and listen, man. As I've gotten older, I'm 34 now. I realize a lot of that crap is bullshit. It doesn't really actually work. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that this show is allowed to say that some of the things that they say about men is flat out crazy, man. And it's disrespectful. It is madly disrespectful. And shout out to the security guards that guard these 5 women, because it couldn't be me. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not letting nobody openly disrespect me or my gender in front of my face. I don't care. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, they're just women. They're just women." I don't want to hear that, man. We're all people. Men are worth. I'm not gonna say they're worth more than women, but men are worth it too. Men have worth the same way that women have worth. Why are we looking at this from a standpoint of, oh, well, men are just useless? If that were true, if men were as useless as you guys say that they are, and you're going so hard the way you say you are, and all this, then I swear to God, you would not have a platform to sit on up there. You wouldn't have a TV show. You wouldn't have cameras. You wouldn't have any of that. You wouldn't have any of that stuff. But yeah, y'all get to sit up there in your plush studio and talk crap about men. This is just ridiculous, man. Why don't y'all go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, man. I appreciate y'all, man. These videos are really inspiring me to do a lot more. I've always connected with some of you guys through my Instagram. My Instagram is City Boys Raw and Uncut. If you go there, I have a lot of comedic content on there as well. But yeah, guys, go ahead, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys so much. I'm really trying to grow. Help me out, please. Help me get there, guys. I really want to just continue to drop knowledge and continue to open people's eyes on situations that they don't necessarily see that's right in front of them, man. In order for me to keep on doing that, I need the support from you guys, man. And I'm only gonna get better at this. I know sometimes I kind of stutter a little bit, or I fumble my words and not say the right thing, because I am a little nervous. But stick with your boy, man. All right, holla at your boy.